I just am absolutely intensely impressed with the idea of our hearts having passion and our souls having purpose. And the linkage. Perhaps our whole human journey is not so much about finding out exactly who God is, but rather finding out how to make that linkage to the breath of God in us, the soul, from our own emotions. If we get the passion right, things click. If we don't, the passion can become poison. And we get the soul, our soul right, we get purpose. Or we get pointless. So it's a very important step, and it involves being able to take that heart and soul, just walk your way into your closet, your enclosure, where you can shut the door. I love the whole procedure. You walk in the closet and you shut the door. And when you know you're thoroughly alone, you do your therapy. Heart talks to soul, soul talks to heart. And in doing this, you include the Father, who we call God. It's phrased this way, and the Father who sees you in that secret place will reward you, will openly make himself known to you in that environment. Our prayers are too public. Our prayers are too big. Our prayers are too wordy. Our prayers are too theological. When what we need is prayerapy, the ability to go in and shut the door and sit down and say, this was not a good day today. God, I'm fat. I know I'm fat. I know you. I know that doesn't make a hill of beans difference to you. You don't care whether I'm fat or not, but it bothers me. It bothers me to be fat, and I just don't know where I'm maintaining that fat. As I get older, it just seems like the fat, it just wants to hang on here. So when I'm talking to myself about, and I'm trying to talk to my soul, and I'm sharing these emotions, that I am not content with who I am the way I am. And see, you just sit in there and you just talk for a few minutes. If you gave yourself 2.5 minutes a day of prayerapy, in a closet, in a room, by yourself, to do nothing but air your emotions to your spirit, to God, you'd be astounded at the healing. See, we think all healings are physical healings. Long before we need a physical healing, we need an emotional healing. And this prayer, because God's there, and therapy, because your emotions and soul are there. The combining of this prayerapy is what creates the atmosphere for us to go forward, for us to be creative, for us to be generous, for us to be kind. We keep telling people we need to be kinder. We need to be kinder. It is not in us to do that unless there is a healing going on between our heart and soul with this prayerapy, with the door shut, nobody else listening. You're not auditioning for the part of Christian of the Year. You're just there doing therapy with yourself, your heart and soul, with a therapist there, the Father who sees in secret, and therefore has the ability to know how he can bring his kingdom, his life, his ideas into the situation. It is an amazing way to communicate with yourself, to get your prayerapy in line, and therefore you're ready to go forward in the day. That is, if you know who God is in the first place.